The dawn of the new millennium was met with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. While many eagerly anticipated the year 2000, a technological time bomb ticked away behind the scenes. This impending digital crisis, known as the Y2K problem, had the potential to disrupt systems worldwide. At the heart of the issue was a seemingly simple programming quirk, one that threatened to wreak havoc on computer systems as the clock ticked over into the new century. In the early days of computing, memory and storage space came at a premium. Every byte was valuable, and programmers had to be incredibly resourceful to make the most of the limited technology available. To conserve these precious resources, programmers often represented the year and dates using only the last 2 digits. This method was a clever way to save space, but it came with unforeseen consequences. For instance, 1998 would be stored as 98. This shorthand was efficient and seemed harmless at the time. This shortcut made sense at the time, as the year 2000 seemed far in the future. Few could have predicted the issues that would arise when the new millennium arrived. However, this short-sighted approach created a significant problem. The 2-digit year format was a ticking time bomb, waiting to cause chaos. When the year 2000 arrived, computers using this 2-digit system would interpret 00 as 1900, not 2000. This misinterpretation had the potential to cause widespread system failures. Systems that relied on accurate date and time information were particularly vulnerable. Dates would be incorrect, calculations could go awry, and critical infrastructure reliant on accurate date and time information was at risk. The potential for disruption was enormous, affecting everything from banking systems to power grids. As the year 2000 approached, the potential consequences of this Y2K bug loomed large, prompting a global effort to avert digital disaster. Governments, businesses, and programmers around the world scrambled to update systems and prevent a technological meltdown. As awareness of the Y2K problem grew, so too did public concern. The media played a significant role in shaping perceptions, often painting a dire picture of potential outcomes. Headlines warned of widespread computer crashes, financial meltdowns, and even the failure of critical infrastructure like power grids and air traffic control systems. The fear was palpable. Some individuals stockpiled supplies and prepared for the worst, fearing societal collapse. Others withdrew large sums of money from banks, worried that financial systems would grind to a halt. The Y2K problem became a global phenomenon, uniting people in a shared anxiety about the potential fragility of the digital age. Section 4. Preparation is key. A race against time. Despite the growing unease, a massive global effort was underway to address the Y2K problem. Governments and organizations around the world recognized the severity of the threat and mobilized resources to mitigate potential disasters. IT professionals worked tirelessly to identify and correct affected systems, often under immense pressure. The task was daunting. Countless lines of code needed to be reviewed and updated. Legacy systems, some of which were no longer supported by their original developers, posed particular challenges. However, fueled by a sense of urgency and the high stakes involved, the global IT community rose to the challenge. Section 5. The role of governments, coordinated action, and public awareness. Governments played a crucial role in addressing the Y2K problem. They established task forces, allocated funding, and created strategic plans to mitigate potential disruptions. These efforts were not limited to a single sector. Governments coordinated efforts across various industries, including finance, healthcare, and transportation, to ensure a comprehensive approach. Public awareness campaigns were launched to educate citizens about the issue and provide guidance on preparedness measures. These campaigns utilized multiple media channels, including television, radio, and print. These campaigns aim to strike a balance, acknowledging the potential risks while also urging calm and discouraging panic. Informational brochures and community meetings were organized to keep the public informed. Governments worked closely with businesses and critical infrastructure operators to assess their Y2K readiness and provide support where needed. This included technical assistance and financial aid. Regular inspections and audits were conducted to ensure compliance with Y2K preparedness guidelines. Businesses were encouraged to develop contingency plans and conduct drills. Government advisors provided hands-on assistance to business owners, helping them navigate the complexities of Y2K compliance. Technical support teams worked tirelessly in data centers to update and test systems. International collaboration was also essential. Governments around the world shared information and best practices to tackle the Y2K issue collectively. The interconnected nature of global systems meant that a failure in one country could have ripple effects worldwide. Therefore, international teams collaborated on technology solutions to ensure global stability. Section 6. The Aftermath, Relief, Lessons Learned, and a New Millennium. As the clock struck midnight on January 1, 2000, the world held its breath. The moment of truth had arrived. Would the dire predictions come to pass, or would the painstaking efforts to address the Y2K problem prove successful? To the relief of many, the transition to the new millennium was remarkably smooth. While some minor glitches were reported, the widespread disruptions that some had feared did not materialize. The global effort to address the Y2K problem had largely paid off. Section 7. Y2K's legacy, a turning point in digital consciousness. The Y2K phenomenon left an indelible mark on the digital world. It was a moment that brought to light the hidden intricacies and potential pitfalls of our increasingly digital lives. It served as a stark reminder of the potential vulnerabilities of technology and the importance of foresight in system design. The issue was not just a technical glitch, but a wake-up call for the entire industry. The experience also highlighted the interconnectedness of the digital age, as the Y2K problem transcended national borders and required a coordinated global response. Governments, corporations, and individuals had to work together to avert a potential crisis. In the aftermath of Y2K, there was a renewed emphasis on robust coding practices, rigorous testing, and comprehensive system checks. The lessons learned led to the development of more resilient software and hardware systems, and proactive planning to anticipate and mitigate potential risks. This proactive approach has since become a cornerstone of modern IT practices, ensuring that systems are better prepared for unforeseen challenges. The Y2K scare, while ultimately less disruptive than some had feared, served as a valuable learning experience. It underscored the need for vigilance and adaptability in the face of technological evolution, prompting a more mature and resilient approach to technology development and deployment. Today, the legacy of Y2K continues to influence how we build, test, and maintain our digital infrastructure, ensuring a safer and more reliable digital future.